This is Cali Cat Tap Talks, and I'm here with Andreas, and he's going to be talking to us about an idea. He just brought it to, hey, I got this. It's Casa. It's a Michelada mix, and he's going to talk about it. And you guys got to hear his story. It's pretty cool. Go behind the scenes and listen to him and how he brought Micheladas to life. Well, go ahead, Andres. Let's start with the flavor. What makes Casa.zg Michelada mix stand out from the rest?
Well, thank you, Kathleen. Thank you for having me on your podcast. I'm flattered. And yeah, this is very, very exciting. I'm very happy to be here and introduce our Michelada mix. Obviously, there's a number of commercial micheladas out there, but I think what makes ours unique is that we sell it in powder form with many different flavors that you need. We have different varieties of chilies, spices, and fruit flavors all mixed in, and all that you have to do is add it to some orange juice, or some customers add it to different types of juices. But our preferred method or suggested method is add it to orange juice. And if you don't mind, I'll go ahead and get one started so it kind of infuses the flavor. So I'll do that right now. So I pre-measured some about a cup of orange juice, and then we're looking at um, selling a smaller package. Our regular package is this size. It's about 40 grams of powder mix, and you can add it to a carton of orange juice. So it goes a long way, up to half a gallon. But we do get this question a lot, so we're looking at a single smaller serving. So this is about a 10-gram bag that I'm going to add to the cup of orange juice. And so we'll do that. We'll mix it and we'll let it infuse for a bit, for a few minutes, and then we'll do the michelada. So,
Yeah.
but it's easy as that. And I think what makes us unique is that we wanted to make it easy for people to prepare it and get uh, really fresh flavor. So you get your fresh orange juice and add all our flavor mix in there, and it's just so easy to prepare. So I think that's what really makes us unique.
Yeah, I agree with you because you sent me some samples and I used it. And when I was traveling, I was able to take my can, a beer that I had, and I put some samples in there, right? I mix it up a little bit. The first thing I didn't do was add the orange juice, but it was still tasty to me. And then the
Hmm.
second time, I drank my second beer, down a little bit. I added a little more mixture to some flavor, and I put some orange juice in there. And I tell you what, it was great. It was great. And for the people out there, when you're traveling and you're out there doing tailgates, take these packets. You can put them in your pocket. You can fly with them on a plane.
It's true.
If you feel
Yep.
like you need a Michelada mix, Costa's got your back on the Michelada mix, and he'll make
Thank
sure
you.
that if you carry him in your pocket, he'll make sure your Michelada tastes really good and spicy. So let's get
Hmm.
down to what inspired the creation of Casa.zg, and how did your journey in the Michelada mix and the world begin with you, Andreas?
So Casa CG, the CG Casa obviously for home, and name for first name for many Mexican businesses. Uh, but ZG stands for Zapata and Garcia, and that is my last name and my wife's last name. So we're in this together, obviously, and it kind of our journey started with our sangrita mix.
Mm-hmm.
So very similar mix, intended to be served with tequila. And so it's very well known. Sangrita is very well known in Mexico. A lot of people drink it alongside their tequila, or some people make cocktails with it. But in one of those r- research and development nights, we had some beers and we were experimenting without adding our mix or sangrita to beer, and it worked. We did some tweaking, and it did require a little bit of tweaking, but we thought we were onto something, and we really liked it. A lot of people that make micheladas, they make it with tomato juice or clamato and dark sauces, and uh,
Yeah.
not for me. I needed a different flavor profile. So this started to work, and we developed a recipe for the michelada that uh, fit our the profile that we like, and we're off to the races with our michelada mix. So,
Yeah, that's
um,
cool. That's so cool. How did
so
you
yeah,
get your wife to follow your dream? I know you got two daughters you talked about on a private note with me and you, right? But
yes.
how did you get your wife to agree to um, follow your journey, your dream to introduce Michelada mixes to the world here?
Well, it's we do a lot of things together. We both studied architecture. That's where we met, and we've always worked well together. And once we were, it took a long time for us to come out with the sangrita, but we talked about it together for a while. Then when we decided to do it, we both got into all of the nitty gritty, the design, the what the mix was going to be. She's one of my first taste testers, and also she was very involved in um, creating the design, the packaging, and then the logistics of it when we've gone out and getting finding out about permits and what we needed to do to make it happen. She was she's been right alongside with me. So um, it didn't take a fortunately it didn't take a whole lot of coursing into it. So
Yeah. So it sounds
yeah.
like she was the brains. She was the brains, right? You say
Oh
side
yeah,
by side.
she's
She was the brains because she
yes.
eventually got her name on the packet, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's good. So
Yeah.
micheladas are deeply rooted in the culture, and how do you honor the tradition while putting your own twist on it? And as you think about that question, you can go ahead and just show us a drink as you marinate on this question.
Yeah,
The
so
michelada mix.
as you can see, it's taking some life of its own. It comes in dry powder form. So, like I mentioned before, I mean, honoring the tradition is that I mean, all the ingredients are very common in Mexican food. We have varieties of different chiles, and we use a base combination of chiles that is rooted in Mexican cooking.
Mm-hmm.
And in addition to that, we have one of the chiles is specifically for the spiciness. It's responsible for it. So it's one of the ones that we keep uh, an eye on for the amount of heat that it provides because we want to target a large audience. We don't want it too hot or too bland with the heat. So
Mm-hmm.
it,
Mm-hmm.
I think we provide a good level of heat
A
with
good
the
level of
spiciness.
heat.
Yeah. So it's not too hot for people that are not too used to uh, the spiciness of the chiles. So,
Yeah. So
and then
tell us.
all,
There you go.
I'm sorry. Okay. Oh, let's do this.
All right.
So
I think
all
that
of
was already ready
that,
for you. Yeah, that's
so
like, hey,
all that
pour
we
me.
do is add about maybe a little more. We'll do it a little bit stronger. So out of that. what we had prepared, previously prepared. So we'll do 2 or 3 ounces to a glass, and then we'll take our beer. It'll foam up a little bit, so I'll
Yeah,
let it
no worries, no
go.
worries.
I'll let it go, and then
Excuse me.
and here we go. And that's how we prepare it.
Yeah, that looks good. That looks good.
So, salud.
Salute, salute. So, was there any moment when you realized Casa was really going to start taking off? So, I'm not for sure if this is like, did you start this in house or did you start it in your garage or a warehouse? Because a lot of people, when they start their own business, it starts from their home and then they develop out to bigger and better to get out to the audience. So, what really started you off?
Well, it started with, like I mentioned before, the sangrita, and I used to bring it to parties, and we were we always got a great response, and people kept asking us if we're gonna um, make it a commercial thing, and that kind of inspired us. And so we initially started at home, but at some point we did do a larger production, and it's been kind of trial and error. So we kind of went back and decided to do small batches
Mm-hmm.
because it's easier to control several factors, and it's easier to change along the way because we were so new. We felt that along the way we needed to make some adjustments, so it was easier.
Mm-hmm.
And now what we do is use a commercial kitchen to do our packaging. So
Okay, so
um,
commercial kitchen. So
yeah, so we go to a commercial kitchen, register with the state, so that allows us to sell wholesale and ship out of state as well. So
mhm. Well, that's good. That's good.
hmm
So your mix is known for being portable, as we talked about, easy to use. How important was convenience in your product design? I know your wife is behind it, but how convenient is your product design?
uh, well, it was hugely important for 2 factors. One, we felt that if we were to do a bottled version, it has you have trouble with shelf life,
Okay.
and if since our we wanted it to be a citrus based juice at its heart, it's really hard to um, bottle citrus and have it taste good for a period of time. So you either have to refrigerate it, and that means more expense um, at the retail level because you have to ship it. It's more expensive to ship bottles because of the volume and the weight, and uh, and then you have the problem with shelf life. So with our mix in powder form, we have a bunch of flavors, like we said, chiles and fruit flavors. So it gives it a distinctive flavor profile, but also it has a long shelf life. So we have 2 years on our packaging basically. So we hope you consume it within those 2 years
Yeah,
earlier,
that's the
faster,
whole. That's the
but
whole goal. That's the
but
whole goal.
but technically that's it lasts a long time. So it and then that adds to the portability because then it's powder form. You can take it, like you said. I mean, it's one of the things that I had not thought about. Was like, and I mean, I've done it because we go to shows and
Hmm.
we've hopped in an airplane. Uh, we don't have to check it in or anything. I know I can take it on my carry-on because it's in powder form. It's not liquid. So
Yeah, you can even take it in your pocket. So once you get on a long flight or a short flight, and it's happy
yeah,
hour.
I get.
It's happy hour somewhere, and you can sit
Yep.
and you open it
Even
up.
on the plane, just ask for
Hey,
some a little
yeah,
bit of orange juice and
yeah. You got. I need some lager and some orange juice, and then you're set for an hour flight, and then you got more. I see you drinking that. It looks mighty tasty. I wish I had one right now, but I got my Michelada mix. You got me right here. I don't know if you can see it, but I got it.
Great.
So I know you have received some type of feedback, negative or positive or constructive feedback on the product that you put out there. Can you share some of that with us?
Uh, well, that's one of the things that has been very gratifying about this whole journey is that we have received very positive feedback from customers, and then at shows we go to events, and it not only from customers but also from people in the industry. We've received some pretty positive feedback. We were at an event here in San Diego a few years ago, and reps from Stella were there. And it was interesting because I would never had expected that people from Europe speaking French would like a michelada, but they were they were besides themselves, so that was very gratifying.
It's probably something different for their palate, and they probably really loved it. That's what it was. The flavor
Yeah,
is
yeah,
jam packed with flavor, like a Starburst, right?
yes, it is, and like I said, we the level of heat and spiciness, we try to keep it where everything is balanced
Mm-hmm.
with
Mm-hmm.
with lighter beers, with the Mexican lagers especially, and that's what we had in mind. But if not, uh, like I said, the reps from Stella were super happy. We also used to have a rep here in San Diego from Tumor Pills who
Mm-hmm.
loved our michelada. Uh, and so yeah, and it's not for everybody because I mean I know the Mexican palate, and some people we have had some comments that it's not like a true michelada because a lot of people expect it to be tomato juice and dark sauces and stuff, but uh, we don't expect it to be. I know it's for a certain palate, and but we like it, and we have had good
Yeah.
response.
Yeah, it may not be a true michelada with the actual tomato sauce, but it is a good and great tasting michelada for the palate that needs it during that time. Not
And
everybody.
it's very refreshing too.
A very
I mean,
refreshing drink,
for
depending on
some
your
it
orange
man.
juice and your, you know,
Hmm.
all lagers, colas, light ale, crisp drinks are refreshing drinks. And so,
Hmm.
adding your great flavors to this drink, and a good tasted orange juice is going to bring out the flavors on the palate. And so, yeah, your product is really good. What challenges
Thank
have
you.
you faced bringing the brand to life, and how did you overcome it?
Well, I touched upon a little bit earlier. We one of the challenges is getting your name out there, obviously, with a small brand like ours. I think one of the tools that has helped us overcome it is the internet and social media. I mean, that's how we met.
Yeah, social
And
media.
yep, and so it is a tremendous help to help us overcome where we don't have the marketing budget of Coca-Cola, so we can't hire an ad agency that
Mhm.
will get our name out there. But fortunately, this era is very exciting where we meet a lot of people. We meet a lot of fans like yourself, and help us get the word out there, which is a tremendous game changer. So another one is that we also learned early on that doing like big uh, batches was probably not that great of idea. So be kind of walking back a little bit and reverting to smaller batches, be able to make changes along the way. That has helped us get a better product out there.
Yeah, signing up and going to like local events, doing a pop up. bring in your little smaller batches of samples there, with some fresh orange juice, and but they got to be over 21 for your Michelada. But you can make a. Have you ever tried it with like a non-alcoholic? Yes. Yeah, maybe she should try to advertise on both ends. Like when you go into the pop up tent, you gotta make sure it's over 21, and then
Hmm.
advertise on the both and see the flavors. Because I'm finding out doing this podcast is there's a lot of people that like non alcohol drinks, and
Yeah, I think especially lately, more and more
like
people,
more and
younger
more people,
people, are not drinking as much
yeah,
alcohol, and they look for other things. So one of the things, I mean, even when we started with the sangrita, a lot of people, or our friends and clients, used like drinking it just by itself.
yeah,
And you can do the same thing with the michelada. I mean, whatever I prepared here, you can drink it by itself.
yeah.
But we've also, and we need to get more of the recipes on our website. We have a recipe section, but we need to update it because we do have a good recipe for a mocktail.
Mhm.
And what we did is, if we do maybe about 4 ounces of our sangrita once we've, or the michelada once you've prepared it,
Mhm.
um, you can add 4 ounces of pomegranate juice and then a couple ounces of ginger beer,
Really
and and it makes a great mocktail.
great.
So
Yeah. So
yeah, it's
yeah,
got a kick. It's got the bubbles.
it's got the flavor.
It's got a lot of flavor.
It's
So
got the
yeah.
flavor. So if anybody that wanted to reach out to you and wanted to buy or do a collab, how do they get a
Hmm.
hold of you? How do they get a hold of you?
You can email me directly, Andres at Casa, Casa. That's our website as well, www.casa.zg.com. It's a little different than our handles on, I mean, on, no, TikTok and Instagram, because the handle there is casa.zg.
Yeah,
And so that's, and you can, in on Instagram, you can DM me as well. You can get a hold of me. And yeah, and on our website, we have it for sale. Currently, we have free shipping if anybody wants to take advantage of free shipping, and we'll probably run that through mid-July. And if they want to purchase it, we're also at our website, and we're also selling it on Amazon.
yeah.
So you
So
can
for
look
you,
for us.
yeah, I got you. Hey, so for you listeners out there, it's a great Father's Day gift. Great Father's Day. Father's Day gift is coming up, and he's saying, "Hey, free
Thank
shipping."
you.
So go
Yeah,
check
take
out that
advantage.
website. Take advantage of it. So, what does Casa.zg, yeah, mean to
Hmm.
you beyond the product? It's about its community, the heritage, the flavor, or is it something a little more?
I think it's all of the above.
Oh, okay.
One of the things, the heritage is kind of sharing our heritage with everybody here. I mean, my wife and I both have been living in the United States for probably about 40 years now. Um, and I mean, it's a way of sharing our heritage. We also, I love to cook as well. Kind of the flavor, having a good flavor profile was important, and I wanted to share that also. And our brand, we want to kind of transcend just kind of the Mexican image with red, white, and blue, uh, but in kind of crazy designs. We wanted to come up with a brand that kind of transcended that. That still has the heritage, but in a different way that could reach a wider audience, so that we can talk to everybody in the United States.
Well, that's cool. I like your brand. I like the style. It's simple,
Thank you.
not too complex. Just by looking at it, it shows meaning, it shows heritage. So I really like it. In fact, I love it.
Thank you.
And no worries, no worries. Where do you see Casa.zg going next? New flavors? What about partnerships or expansions beyond Micheladas? What about some collabs out there with other people?
We would love to do a collab with possibly a beer company.
Mm-hmm.
We currently are working with one on the tequila side with our sangrita,
Mm-hmm.
and they're currently buying it with us, and they're getting into bars and restaurants where they built a small wooden tray with holes to hold shot glasses. So
Gotcha.
the way they serve the sangrita is one shot of tequila and one shot of sangrita, which is a very common way of serving tequila in Mexico. So the shot of tequila, the shot of sangrita, and they designed these wooden trays that fits the two shot glasses, and they're introducing that in several um, bars and restaurants. I know they're doing it at a couple locations in Florida, and they're just talking to a couple locations in Chicago now. So that's very exciting. They're also giving away packets with the purchase of their tequila.
Tequila. Okay.
hmm So, and we're in talks with another company, another tequila company, of doing a similar type of collaboration. So, for beer, yes, um, we're reaching out to that world. In the retail space, it's kind of the same channel where we would sell both our mixes.
Mm.
Uh, but in social media, it's like two different worlds. So
Yeah.
you talk to tequila people, you talk to beer people, and they're pretty focused on each one, unless they do all of the cocktails. But
But I really
yeah.
like the gift idea with the tequila. It's like a gift. It's like a heritage, all wrapped up in one. And you're still experiencing your heritage culture, and you're giving it as a, I'm going to say as a gift, but people would have to buy the gift. But it's like
hmm
it's a nice, good collab, and going into bars. Um, my
You know,
yeah, sorry. Go ahead. Go
go,
ahead.
go, oh no, yeah, and I was going to say is one of the things, but I think with the micheladas a little bit easier. A lot of people know what michelada is with the sangrita.
Hmm.
Those types of collabs are going to allow us to get the word out there because, like I said, it's well known in Mexico, but not as well known here. And that I think that's one of the big uh, ideas behind Casa.zg is that we want to make Sangrita better known. So,
So better
um,
known.
hmm
Keep
yeah,
doing what you're
yeah,
doing. You're making it better now through
yeah.
social
Thank you.
media, driving the market, um, using content creators. That's huge. Content
hmm
creators. They got a lot of followers, and you just never know somebody within that following to say, "Hey, I'm gonna pick this up," and and roll with it. I mean, that's what happened to me. Uh,
Yeah, no, appreciate it because uh, I know you've been very excited and we're very appreciative to what you've done. So.
hey, no worries, no worries. So don't limit yourself. Take a look at the non-alcoholic section too.
hmm
I know you're a small business, and you're gonna grow and get bigger.
hmm
Use the little small avenue paths, and try to look at um, making the packs a little smaller, right?
hmm
And then do a collab with a beer, a local brewery, and
hmm
they can like tape it onto it, and go from there. I'm just throwing out some ideas. Since I've been doing Cali Cat Tap Talks, I've been coming up with a lot of ideas just by listening to people, listening to my guest talk. So I'm just trying to
hmm
share that with you.
Well, thank you. Appreciate it.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think those are great, and I think that would help a lot. And yeah, we're gonna have to talk about the beer world,
yeah, in our
so you
beer
can help us
world.
navigate it.
Yeah. So this question here: would you start in your business and you have your family backing you? What legacy would you like to leave behind?
Uh, I think that first of all that we decided to get started and pursue the dream. And I mean, we've we've had previous versions of our life, let's say, but for this, it's kind of we do have another business, but this was more uh, us, a business for us. The other one is more of a service industry
Hmm.
business, and this is more of our business in that we can teach our girls that to pursue the dream and pursue your own business, and that we didn't keep saying, "Oh, one day." No, get it started, get it going, and put all the effort that you can into it.
Yeah. So basically,
I,
just
th- I
just
think
do
that
it.
yeah,
Yeah. Just get out and just do it.
I think hopefully that's a big lesson for them. They're on their way professionally right now, but yeah, it's always a journey. It's not yes, they graduated college, but it's a journey. It doesn't stop there. You just gotta keep pursuing dreams. So.
Yeah, especially nowadays, these kids are graduating and, they're out there just continuing to look for work. So they gotta pursue their dreams. Trust me, I've got
Hmm.
one I graduated at University of Oregon. I've got one. I got to go to the
Great.
graduation next week at University of Santa Barbara.
Congrats.
So we tell
Wow.
our kids,
Congratulations.
yeah, thank you. Pursue, pursue, pursue.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's not the end of the road. It's
it's
the
not the end of
beginning.
the road. It's the beginning of
Hmm.
living adults like us, right?
Yes.
Understanding the world every day. All
Yep.
right, this is Cali Cat Tap Talks, and we're going to tap right out of here. We're going to say thank you to Andreas, and
Well, thank you, Kathleen. Thank you.
thank
Yeah.
you, and cheers.
Salud. Cheers.
I'm Gary Monterosso for Cali Cat's Tap Talks. New England IPAs, also known as hazy IPAs or unfiltered IPAs, have rapidly gained popularity in the craft beer scene, often topping the charts at events like the Great American Beer Festival. While there are various names for this style, New England IPA is the most favored among enthusiasts, with hazy also becoming a common term. The origin of New England IPAs can be traced back to the Alchemist Brewery in Stowe, Vermont, with their flagship beer, Heady Topper. This style is characterized by its nearly opaque appearance and an intense burst of hop flavors and aromas. The hop profile, often referred to simply as juicy, contributes to its widespread appeal, making it one of the most sought-after beer styles globally.